Welcome everyone to American Esports Last Hit. We're here in Arlington, Texas for the grand opening of the Esports Stadium here in Arlington. I'm Salty Miko. Let's get our GG on. Hello everyone, Salty Miko coming back at you from Arlington, Texas. Again, we're at the grand opening of the Esports Stadium here in Arlington. And we have with us here today, right now,
Chester King.
we were just talking about your name, Chester King. This has nothing to do with esports, but where does that name come from?
Well, so Chester means town, and obviously King is, I think it's the 13th most common surname in England, so King. So it sounds better than it is, I'd say.
Why esports?
So I'm the Chief Executive of British Esports Association, so we're the not-for-profit organisation that was set up in 2016 by authority from the British government. So any company that has the word British in needs authority from the government, and we proved to them that there was a need for a amateur association, kind of the national body in the UK for esports. So that was granted to me in 2016.
What inspired you to get into the esports world? Were you lonely, or you'd accomplished everything you could in life, and then this was like the last Everest that was just you?
So I've spent 25 years in sport, and I'm still involved in sport, but I've got an 18-year-old son, and he was a massive gamer, and esports was kind of, I wouldn't say his salvation, but he went through a few personal struggles, and the esports community was fantastic and very supportive. And kind of our angle in the UK that, esports isn't a rival to traditional sport, but it's a great alternative to passive media. So at night, when children can't play sport outside because it's dark and security reasons, would you want your child to watch, reality TV, or watch videos of monkeys, or take a million photos of themselves? So we went through this journey on research and academic proof about the cognitive benefits in playing esports, but most importantly has been the social impact. You can be boy, girl, in a wheelchair, any color, any physical shape, and you can play esports. So kind of esports, the term is organized competitive gaming, and there's about 350 to 400 million people playing it, and there's probably about 35 different esports that are recognized. Some are 1 versus 1, and they go up to 7 versus 7, World of Tanks, but the majority of the core, kind of the most popular esports are 5 versus 5, so CSGO, which is what we're at, Dota 2 and League of Legends. They've got millions and millions of players and users, and I think what's going to happen is we're going more mainstream, so more acceptability. Everyone talks about it being the biggest niche in the world, but actually, it is part of mainstream in certain countries. If you do Asia, it became part of pop culture. In the UK, it's slowly becoming more acceptable. We've got brands like the BBC that are kind of reporting now on esports and showing it mainstream, and they're very much seeing it like a public service. It's very important to, it's the fabric of society. Kids are playing sport, they're doing homework, but they're also gaming, and I think esports, is the evolution of that. The competitive element is really important.
So again, that kind of comes full circle with your son then, right?
Yes. So my son, he actually plays 2 titles, and that's his journey. It's a bit like, I love tennis and table tennis. He loves his 2 kind of games, and he'll have that forever. And at the moment, there is a bit of a digital disconnect. I watch television with my parents, but I don't watch TV with my kids. But what will happen is that my kids, when they have children, they'll be gaming with their children. So at the moment, we're in this kind of time where some people don't understand gaming and the power of gaming and the benefits of gaming. But I think, within the next 5 to 10 years, you'll see a generation that go, gaming's part of my life. So they'll be bringing up their children in that world.
Where do you see the future of esports going right now?
Yeah, so I spoke in the summer in Lausanne at the IOC conference on esports and sport, and everyone's trying to work out, is esports a sport? So if you get very technical classification, so under UK law, esports is a game like chess and bridge. In other countries, chess and bridge is a sport, so it's classified as a sport, right? Yeah, but the reality is, should it replace traditional sport? Should it be an Olympic gold medal personally, at the moment, I don't think it will be, but I think there is a place for esports, as an activity. So I think you'll see more and more tournaments like today. Obviously, we're at the ECS finals. It's an amazing event. So I think for the kids that aren't traditionally into sport or aren't, traditionally in certain things, this is their chance to be part of something, part of a team. And there's a majority of people that probably don't want to be in a sports team, but they could easily be in an esports team.
Fantastic. So you mentioned the stadium we are in right now. This is, again, the grand opening. What are your thoughts about how things are going so far?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It's a great use of space. We're working with Liverpool Council in the UK. They're going to build a 1,000-seater purpose-built esports arena, which will be open in about 3 years. So we're involved in that. So it's been really good to see that. And the teams really enjoy being here, and actually the layout of the arena compared to the other arenas that they play in.
Well, we're going to wrap up here. Do you have any comments? Do you want to do a shout out for yourself or what you're doing just to get more exposure? I mean, it seems like you're a very powerful man. Is that? I'm starting to. I didn't think much of you when I met you the first time, but yeah, you're growing on me. But any final words you want to?
I think, as I say, we're in the UK. We know what we're doing, and the strategy we've got is based on education in esports, and that is very important because we must prove. Government needs evidence. The strategy we're going down is to make sure that everyone understands the benefits of playing esports in moderation.
Well, it looks like the UK already does have a hero. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today, and thank you for listening. We'll be back with more later. Thank you for joining us here at American Esports Last Hit. We're signing off here from Arlington, Texas, at the Esports Stadium in Arlington. I'm Salty Miko. Get your GG on. Thanks a lot, everybody.